we'll go ahead and open up for a statement, and then we'll go to questions right now after that.
All right. Practice week's wrapped up. Excited about Saturday. It's going to be good to be back at home. Quality opponent coming in here. And the more and more you look at them, just a very, very solid football team. Tremendous challenge for us, but the kids are really excited. Players and coaches are all very, very excited for the game. Looking forward to getting back out on the field.
Coach, I guess the obvious question is, what would a victory do for you guys this weekend at this point in the proceedings?
Well, I mean, it's the same thing every week. Is just, I think winning at this point with the progress that we've made, certainly it continues to validate all the hard work that the players are putting in. It's what you try to do every time you go out. I mean, you play the game to win. So it's, you compete to try to get a win each weekend. So it'd be a great moment for us.
Coach, with Rajay, he's obviously been running the ball well, but he has fumbled a few times. It seems like he's fighting for extra yardage when that's happening. Is that just kind of a young guy learning to either go down or wrap up more?
Yeah, I mean, defenders are going after the ball a lot more at this level than they did at the high school level. So it's part of being a freshman. He's a kid that's very competitive, takes a lot of pride in his play. And so he's worked very hard on just doing a great job with his ball security when he gets in traffic. I really feel like he'll continue to improve with that.
Kind of going on that, how has Keeton Mitchell been, and how important is he and maybe in that role now? Rajay obviously has kind of gone to the forefront, but you always kind of need that second speed guy to spell him every now and then. Well,
I mean, I think as both of those guys develop, I really see them being a tandem. They're ideal for what we want. And Keeton has continued to improve. He's battled a few, minor injuries that slowed him down a little bit, but he's healthy now. He's had a good week of practice. And I just say both of those guys have a really high ceiling. And so I think they're going to be a great 1-2 punch, hopefully this Saturday, but certainly for many years to come.
Coach, against Tulsa, it was Luke Larson who handled punting duties. Can you just talk about what went behind that over John Young and how that position could look moving forward?
Well, John was battling a minor injury last weekend, and so he was not available to punt last Friday night. He did hold for PATs and field goals, so Luke handled all the punting duties. I see they compete each week, and I list them as co-starters. We've used both of them in multiple ball games this year, and so we're just really going to see how the week finishes up, and we'll use one or the other, or maybe both.
So, what has the team kind of voiced amongst themselves? What's the big motto this week, and what's they've been saying amongst themselves in terms of coming into this week's game and trying to get this program over the hump a little bit?
Well, I mean, they want to be the group that does that, and they want to win. I mean, that's it. They're very single-minded in their focus. They're excited about their continued positive play, but they want to win. And so, I thought we could see that vividly with the way they approach practice on Monday, which is the first, big physical practice coming out of the weekend. So I anticipate having a very solid Friday, and I anticipate them being ready to go at 12 o'clock on Saturday. And I would be very disappointed if we did not have a great effort Saturday.
I know you mentioned early in the week special teams kind of being an emphasis.
Yeah.
Can you expand this? Is that maybe the return game, some of the couple things Tulane does, or what kind of specifically do they do well?
Well, I mean, their punter's averaging about 47 yards a punt. So I think that's got to be top in the conference. If it's not, it's close. But I think he does a great job flipping the field. I think they're number one, they're very sound with their schemes, but two, they just play so hard on special teams. Been very impressed with that. You guys might look at a stat and see that their kickoff team doesn't have great stats as far as coverage, but they've onside kicked like 5 times, and they have given up 1 return. And so I think that skewed the stats a little bit because, they do a great job in coverage. Return game, number 4 is a dynamic returner. Number 11 is a dynamic returner, so I think they've got guys that can make big plays. 4 had a long return, should have been for a touchdown against UCF. So I just think, as I watch them, they're very solid in every phase of the special teams game. and they can hurt you with their coverage units and with their return units. So I really challenged our groups this week that we've got to be up to the task.
Coach, going off that, Josiah, outside of the one that he dropped, he seemed to be pretty explosive in that phase last week. Did you like what you saw there?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with him is, I want to continue to get him experience, because with that experience he has the big playability, and so he's just got to continue to learn, handling kicks, when to fair catch it, when to try to take it for the return, judging where he's at on the field, and that'll continue. He'll continue to improve the more experience he gets, but certainly he has that big playability.
Are there any other questions for Coach Houston this evening?
Yeah, I have a question. This is a bit of a different topic, but do you have any comment on the former JMU player Ben Danichi starting for the Cowboys last week?
I was really proud of Ben. I texted with him early in the week. He was excited for the opportunity, and just knowing when Ben came to us from Pitt, he had some struggles there at Pitt, and just wasn't a good situation for him. And just really proud of the way he turned his career around there at JMU with us, and just so excited for him getting that opportunity in Dallas. I'm a lifelong Cowboys fan, so that made it a little bit extra special, and I would like to have seen him get the win. So hopefully they give him a shot again this week. I don't know if they're going to or not, but just it's exciting to see a guy that played for you getting that opportunity.
I was also wondering if you would deem any of your current players right now draft eligible, maybe Tyler Snead, Jake Verity, or Holton Ahlers?
Well, I think we have several that have the potential for that. Hopefully we got them for a little while longer before that becomes a reality, but certainly I think we have some talented guys on the roster here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Coach Houston, thank you for your time this evening, sir.
Thanks a lot, guys. See you Saturday.
See you Saturday.
Good job, man.